Advent is a time of anticipation of the coming of Christ. And first of all, we think of the birthday of Christ, but then it's also the time for the final coming of the Lord. And Advent is kind of broken up into those two periods of time. First 2 weeks are devoted to looking at the end time, and then the final 2 weeks towards the birth of Christ. But we're celebrating and trying to remember the past as we're looking towards the future. I think just the anticipation of Christ is certainly what the apostles, and St. Jude included, were looking for. They were looking for the final coming of Jesus, but they also look back on Jesus' birth and recognize that as a very special moment in the history of our religion. Well, Advent is really a time of preparation for the Lord, and it's a time of trying to look into ourselves, into what we're doing, and reflecting what the meaning of Christ is in our lives. And if we take those few moments of meditation and reflection, I think that we'll be much more ready for the time of Christmas rather than simply doing a lot of busy things. Reflecting on the scriptural readings in the Advent season are very helpful. I mean, they, as I say, they look forward to the end of time, but also as we get closer to the feast of Christmas, they will reflect on the coming of Jesus. And I think that both are important in our spiritual lives. Well, I find the scripture reading is very powerful, and just in the last couple of weeks, especially looking towards renewing the earth, that this is what Jesus came for. And we look at the state of the world today, and we need to recreate this vision that is there in the scriptures and in our daily lives. And I think by looking at what is right in the world and also what's not right, we'll see what we can do about it. The infant is obviously very vulnerable. For a number of years, cannot take care of himself, and is dependent on others. And it's just mind-boggling to think of Jesus coming that way, the Creator of heaven and earth, to be with us in that vulnerable position, and it makes us reflect on how we have to look out for one another, especially the people, young people, who are most vulnerable.